Good morning. Look at the camera right here. Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
I'm about to board a 14-hour flight from Houston, Texas to Tokyo, Japan with the Japanese airline ANA, and having learned my lesson from a previous non-stop 16-hour sleep-deprived flight in economy class, I saved up my credit card points to fly bougie in business class. Let's get on board and see what all the hype's about.
Morning. Hi. It's free, guys. For you and the crew. Please. I do it. It's okay. Enjoy. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Espresso カットインスタントで。
はじめまして。日本語はちょっと。
とても上手です。
I can speak better than I can understand. So if you speak slowly, I can understand maybe.
Private cubicle with reclining lie-flat seat? Check. Sparkling wine to settle in? Check. An incredibly polite and hospitable flight crew? Check, check, check. And now for a tour of my seat at 13K. So you can see the remote control, personal light, some headphones, nice big tabletop. On the side of the tabletop are some seat controls, my favorite being the lie-flat button. As you can see, there's plenty of space to stretch out and get comfortable. Across from me is the multimedia screen. To the top left of that is a coat hook. Below the screen are two spaces. The top space with the padding, that's where your feet go when you're in the fully reclined and flat position, so you can stretch out and get comfortable, especially while sleeping. They've provided me slippers, a toiletry bag, a pillow, mattress topper, and some blankets. Below is a space to stow your shoes, or when you're in the upright position, you can put your feet down there. Clearly a very spacious, comfortable, and fairly private seat for the next 14 hours.
We are now ready for takeoff. Please make sure that the seatbelt is securely fastened.
Alright, watch this. The future. For those of you who haven't seen this type of window, where there's no physical shade, apparently there's gel sandwiched between the two panes of glass, with an electric current running through it. The higher the current, the darker the gel gets, resulting in less light passing through the window. Pretty cool tech. I started off with a drink. This is Kawagawe, a sweet potato shochu, which is a Japanese distilled spirit, about 25 ABV. And then for appetizers, I had a shrimp cocktail, as well as some sweet potato wrapped in sliced duck.
This is a seasonal appetizer for you. Please enjoy. Did you get another drink for you?
It's okay. I'm still working.
Thank you so much.
Arigatou.
Next up was cheese, avocado, tomato, and scallop in a citrus gelée, followed by some daikon radish and carrot in sweet vinegar with herring roe. At the top you can see the Japanese omelet, which is slightly sweetened. In the middle is beef and burdock root roll, and at the bottom is a soy marinated shrimp. And lastly was a tuna and prawn salad with ginger dressing on the side. I love exploring new types of food, and this Japanese meal did not disappoint. There was such a variety of dishes with unique flavors I had never had before.
soy-based sauce. This is vegan fries and chili.
So much food.
And for the main course, we have grilled gold-striped amberjack with a soy-based sauce, some assorted vegetables, miso soup, some Japanese pickles and some radish on the side, and some Japanese steamed rice. And lastly, for dessert, there was some assorted fruit and some cheesecake. The quality and presentation of the food was superb. Had I not known better, I'd swear I was eating at a fine dining restaurant 30,000 feet up in the sky.
It was awful. Very bad.
About 2 hours into the flight, it was lights out so that we could try and get acclimated to Japanese time. So, I reclined flat in my bed and comfortably dozed off to sleep. A little while later, it was time for breakfast, and I was still going strong with the Japanese cuisine options. They had a small salad, chicken and greens, some miso soup, some sort of fish and a sauce with some vegetables, and of course some Japanese rice. And before you knew it, we had crossed the Pacific and had reached Japan, with Mount Fuji peeking above the clouds. What a difference it makes enduring a 14-hour flight when you're able to stretch out and sit comfortably in any position you wish, whether it be upright, reclined, or completely flat, and most importantly, being able to fall asleep. Never mind being served endless meals and drinks by some of the most courteous and hospitable flight attendants in the business. Now, as you may be aware, these seats are not cheap. At the time, ANA had them listed for about $7,000, one way, which I could not afford nor justify paying. But I was determined not to be tortured and sleep deprived for 14 hours on economy class either, like I had been on a previous 16-hour direct flight from Hong Kong to Boston, where I would have given anything just to be able to lie flat somewhere. Hell, I would have settled for the cargo hold at that point. So with some planning, resourcefulness, and determination, I was able to save up enough credit card points to afford the seat. And instead of $7,000, it only ended up costing me about $880 in credit card points. Now that's a steal. I was sad to see this wonderful flight come to an end. And then, like a cherry on top, the flight crew presented me with an ANA-issued notebook within which they had artistically listed some restaurant recommendations for the cities I will be visiting. How nice is that? It'll be tough to top the hospitality and kindness of this ANA flight crew, that's for sure. So have you ever flown in lie-flat business class seats like that? How about with a Japanese airline like ANA? Whether you have or haven't, drop me a comment below and let me know your thoughts and experiences. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.